Hey everybody, my name is Wannabe Buzz.
And I am Jonny Oklahoma. Welcome to the Jonny Oklahoma Fishing Show. We've got an interesting thought for you tonight. We're going to do a good, better, best. What do you think, Buzz?
I think it's a great idea. Let's do it.
What's good, better, and best?
So good, better, and best can be a lot of things, but I think in fishing, I think of what I get out of fishing, the good, better, best. I think of ways to fish, good, better, best. I think of places to fish, good, better, best,
Times to fish?
Yes, definitely
always
times
good, better,
to
best
fish.
on times to
Right
fish.
now, today, not good, not better, and not best. It is so hot outside. The fish are hibernating. They are, and we always fish in ponds.
Well,
the deepest spot is maybe 6 feet. There's nowhere for them to hide. They are not biting until the sun goes down.
And last week I had my gear with me, so we go fishing that night, and what happened? Open up the tackle box, and one of my urchins melted.
I was going to say, I had 2 or 3 plastics that were just like, bleh.
Like gummy.
I'm trying to
It's gross.
spoon them out of there. Yeah, so if
That
you're
was
too
not
hot,
good. That was not a bitter in the day, sure wasn't the
that
best.
was not best. If you're too hot to fish, the fish might be too hot. Or find a lake that's got some nice deep areas where they finally have some cold. And drop your, if you got a little temperature, go down and find out where it's the coldest, because sometimes it's not at the very bottom, and then fish that.
Yeah. And be patient. When it's really hot, be really patient. Slow down your presentation. A lot of times that helps, because if it's hot, that means sometimes there's not a lot of oxygen in the water, and so the fish slow down. They get deep. They get a little bit dormant. They're not real inclined to bite unless it's going to be a really easy bait for them to catch.
Right.
So
Drag it slowly right by their nose,
Be patient.
and they might hit it.
So
Johnny, when I'm looking globally about fishing, what is your good, what is your better, what is your best?
my good is get out on the water. You can't do anything if you're not out there. So at least get out there.
Yeah.
Because even if you're out there and you don't catch anything, it's still a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So-
when you get back to work on Monday, you can say, what did I do this week? Well, I actually went fishing.
Monday. Oh, you mean like my Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sorry, folks.
Exactly. Because he does good a lot.
Okay.
You're on the water
Yeah.
a lot.
So my better would be getting out there and not just being there, but getting out and throwing a bunch of lures, throwing a bunch of different things, finding out where the fish are. It just getting out there and working my butt off and getting the hunt down. You think about hunting with deer and elk and antelope, things like that. Well, for me, I hunt fish. That's what I do when I'm fishing. And when I can find them, man, that is awesome. That's the better end of the deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think fishing can always be a learning experience.
should be.
And you should always be throwing something different and finding out what works at what times, what works in what bodies of water, what works in what, achoo, bless you. What works at different seasons, etc.
That's right. Every lake, every creek, every stream, every pond is different. So my best, of course, is when I zero in on the fish.
Yeah.
I had one night, my gosh, that was back in, I want to say April or May. Went out to a pond and I fished for just over an hour. I threw one lure and hit 9 fish.
That was out on the East Pond, wasn't it?
Nope, that was barn.
Okay.
It was
Because you
awesome.
had
It was
that
just
one
a
night
great night.
on the East Pond, same kind of deal.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I had all
That's
the
true.
knots, and you just kept bringing them in. I was trying a new fishing line that absolutely did not work, and I had more knots than you could possibly imagine.
But how did it start? Remember, I was on the east side of the pond, and I couldn't catch things to save my life.
Yep.
It
Went
wasn't
over
until
to
I
the
moved
west.
to the west side.
Got in the
out in heavy
shadows.
stuff.
Got in the muck.
Yeah, the
And
brush.
started dragging it through the brush and stuff.
And man, they just started nailing it.
Yep.
So
But that is the best, is when you you get in tune with whatever it is the fish you
Exactly
want
right.
at that time, and you just start reeling them in.
You become one with the fish.
Namaste.
So how about you, Buzz?
So my good, better, best is going to be how to fish something. These are classics. This is a small bill crankbait. The bill on the front is going to dive it down in the water column as you pull it in. So the good way to fish this is you get a kid who just learned to fish and just learning to cast. These are great because they have enough mass that they can get them out there.
And it's fast action.
Correct.
That's what they like. They don't want to sit there and be bored.
Correct. You can stare at a bobber, and that is just boring. It's better to not catch fish when you're doing something than to sit there and watch your bobber not bob. The good way to do this, put it on the end of your rod, cast it, reel it in, cast it, reel it in.
That's right.
The better way is cast it as you're reeling it in, start very slow, and then pick up the speed. You'll get to a speed where the lip will naturally make the fish swim back and forth. You can watch the end of your rod go and just back and forth, because it's swimming and it's making that tug on the end of your rod. That's the better way to fish a crankbait.
When you feel that wobble kick in, you'll feel it in your hands. You'll feel it.
Yep.
From however far out you throw it.
Yep.
Once you get that wobble and you get it just right, you know it.
Yep.
And it feels good. And once the fish hits it, then you know you've done what they want.
Yep.
So, and it may be just a regular slow retrieve. It may be a faster retrieve.
Yep.
You never know.
Yep.
So, once again, we're learning.
My best way to fish this is cast it out there, bring it in kind of fast, normally with a sweep of the rod, and let this thing sink down in the water column and then let it float back up. So I'll bring it in, and as I'm bringing out the slack of the line, this guy is coming back up in the water column, and then when I get it tight here, I'll bring it in again, and again, you can feel it swimming down as it's going, and then I'll let it come back up. When I catch fish on these guys is usually I bring it down and I just let it start floating up. Right about there, they'll hit because it's sending the signal that this guy's hurt, this guy's dead, this guy's something. So it floats up like, boom, that's when I get hits, or when it's right at the top and I just start to pull it back in again. But that's my good, better, best. Good, throw it out there, bring it in. Better, throw it out there, bring it in until you feel it swim back and forth. Best is play in the water column. Bring it down to wherever you want to be. Let's say you want to bring it down to 4 feet, and you let it come up to about 2 feet, and you bring it back down to 4 feet. That's my best.
That's right. And when you sweep that rod, always remember, don't hold it down and reel up the slack. Bring it back up. What it does is it allows that lure to have more of a natural float to the top. You don't want to pull it down and then have it float up at an angle because you're pulling line in.
Nope.
That's not the way it works. That's not the way fish do it. So
you're almost playing the game of give it enough slack that this thing is free floating to the top, but not so much slack that you're going to get a knot, not so much slack that if you get hit, you can't then set the hook.
That's right.
So he's right. You're reeling it back in as you're taking up the slack, and then you pull it for the action, and then you reel it back in again. You're playing with that right there on the edge of slack.
That's right. All right, so we just went over our good, better, best. I gave mine about how to get in there and get started fishing. Buzz gave his about the bait. Now, what we want to talk about is this is a little bit of a series that we want to keep going. And so, if you'll be our friends, throw us out there a question. Tell us there's something that you want to see a good, better, best on. Whatever you want, throw it out there. We'll give it a shot. We'll do what we can to help you out, and may help teach us too. We have to learn some good, better, best.
Well, there's things that I want to go out and try on the water, and there's certain things I've never thought about that you may have thought of. Tell me to try. I'll go out and try them and see what we can come up with. But we want this to be a monthly thing. Once a month, we're going to do a good, better, best. We would love to have your input on what you think would be a good topic of conversation. And also, if you have any questions of us that we can go out and either figure or something we've seen in the past. What have you been fishing? 35 years?
Something like that.
Yep.
So, anyway, don't forget, find our Christmas in August show. Look at it, watch it. Remember to subscribe and comment on it, and you get entered for the prize.
Yeah.
Cool fishing pole.
A pretty nice spinning rod and reel.
That's right. Really nice. And you see us running around town somewhere, stop and tell us you'd like a sticker. Come and join us on the Jonny Oklahoma show.
There may be more than just stickers coming up in the next few weeks.
There may be.
But
There may be.
you'll have to wait and find out.
That's right. So, folks, have a good night. Thanks for joining us again on Jonny Oklahoma show. I am Jonny Oklahoma. We'll catch you on the water.
All right. Catch you later.